Sirius XM, it's The Highway, it's the Storme Warren Show. We are in the Bridgestone Arena in downtown Nashville, otherwise known as Music City. And Music City is full of great stories and great characters. And one of those characters is sitting right across from me. His name is Bryan Wayne. And on this Trophy Eye Tuesday, we wanted to celebrate you. And we wanted to celebrate your fight because in 2017, you were diagnosed with ALS.
Yes.
We don't like this disease very much.
No, it's not a good one.
It's not a good one. And it's progressed since we first met and we're hanging out. It's even progressed fairly rapidly.
Yes. When we first met, I was using a cane.
Right.
And now I'm pretty much in a wheelchair now.
And your speech is slowed a little bit.
Yes. My legs don't work anymore. And it is more labored. When I talk, I sound like I was on Broadway all night.
Which you've been in those situations before
yes,
as well.
I have.
So it's familiar.
Yes, it's not unfamiliar to me, but I like the old way a lot better.
Yeah, you get over a hangover and start over. Yeah, exactly. So, well, we make light of this situation because you have to.
Yes.
Humor is basically your most powerful tool at this point.
Yes. I have tried my best to stay positive. It is a terminal disease. There's no cure. The lifespan's 2 to 5 years, and we're coming up on 3 years for me. So I know I'm living on borrowed time. Yeah. But, Stormy, if I'm negative, it's just wasted energy. And you can tell I don't have a lot of energy. So I don't want to waste 1 ounce of it on being negative.
And now, as you are looking at a very unfortunate short timeline of your life here on Earth, you wanted to present something and record something that was going to live long past you.
Yes, I've been here over 20 years, and I've had a successful career as a songwriter. I wrote a top 5 hit.
Yeah.
I've heard it played on the Opry. I've had videos out there. I've sat in the crowd and listen to people sing a song I wrote.
Yeah.
But when I was diagnosed, as you can tell, I'm losing my voice. And being a songwriter, I decided to make a record and record the songs I've written over the years and put my voice on them so that my wife and kids could hear me forever, and friends and family, and maybe the world,
The album's called While You Wait, and it's Bryan Wayne, 14 tracks, all songs you've written or co-written.
Yes.
And they're gifts to you throughout your songwriting career and other gifts for your family and friends on this album that you recorded yourself and performed on, which is just what a gift to give back. Can I ask you a question about ALS real quick?
Yes.
Because I know there's a lot of people that would maybe one of their biggest fears is to be diagnosed with this disease.
Yes.
It's rare, but still it's much too common.
It's actually becoming less rare. They're now saying 1 in 300.
That is a huge, that's way too not rare.
And I have 3 people in my subdivision alone that have been affected by it.
What are the beginning symptoms of ALS?
It varies, Stormy, but twitching, cramping, muscle weakness. Some people, it starts in their throat and mouth, and they right away have the breathing and talking issues. For me, that's been one of the last symptoms to develop.
Yeah.
But my legs started giving out on me. I started getting really bad cramps, and I just kind of chalked it up to getting old, or, gluten or whatever. And it just got worse and worse. And eventually, all my doctors said, you need to actually see a neurologist. And I got 3 diagnoses or 3 opinions.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to hear those letters. Yeah. And unfortunately, I heard it 3 times, and I knew there was no getting around it. It's a brutal, horrible disease. As we've talked, you can see how I've gone downhill even in the time we've been hanging out.
Diagnosed with ALS in 2017, and we've watched the deterioration. It's yet somehow he remains positive in this outlook. And this is what I wanted the gift on the air today for everybody listening on this Trophy Eye Tuesday, and why we're raising you up is you came up with a theory about an omelet. Can you tell that story?
Yeah, I have. It's called What's Your Omelet? And when you're diagnosed, I was just thinking of everything I wanted to do. And it's something so simple, but I never learned how to make an omelet. So I love omelets, and I was like, well, I'm going to YouTube it, and I learned how to make an omelet. And the theory behind it is, what's your omelet? What's something you always wanted to learn how to do, or something you've never done, and what are you waiting for? Go to it, figure it out. And what's your omelet's kind of the catchphrase I came up with around that.
And you have your website you could steer people to, right?
Yes, Bryan Wayne Music, and then thegoodstuff.org.
It's great to see you, pal.
Thanks, man.
You are an inspiration.
I'll be back.
I know. I'm going to count on you for that. It's Bryan Wayne. This is The Highway on this Trophy High Tuesday.